Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you once again for joining a new publication of results of LatinNCAP. In this case, we have the Seat Tarraco 7 airbags ESC made in Germany and the Renault New Duster 2 airbags standard ESC standard made in Romania, Brazil, and Colombia. Seat Tarraco made in Germany and the New Duster made in Romania, Brazil, and Colombia. We start with the Tarraco. Seat Tarraco 7 airbags as standard and ESC, 5 stars for adults, 5 stars for child occupant protection, and 2 advanced awards, one for pedestrian protection and the other one for the AB. As you can see, coloring of a dummy, really most of them green, which shows good protection overall. We are now watching the frontal crash test at real speed, and now the frontal crash test at slow motion or high speed camera. The protection offered by frontal airbags, seatbelts and protectioners is really good for both front passengers, stable structure for the car on the frontal test, and remarkable protection, as mentioned, for the front passengers. When it comes to the rear seats, this car is equipped with standard ISOFIX connectors, named iSize, and in this case, both child seats used the ISOFIX connectors. The 1.5 and 3-year-old dummy, the 3-year-old, had a high loading in the chest, which actually made the car lose some points, but overall the protection is good for the front. Side impact protection, good structure in the side impact, curtain airbags and body airbags are both well deployed, offering good protection. Front door opened during the crash, and that actually affected the result by -1 point. Protection to the child occupants on the side impact was good. With all that, the vehicle is offering good protection for the side impact for the adults and also for the child occupants. We're watching the top view of the side impact, and now we're going to move to the pole impact test at real speed. We're going to watch once again the same video at high-speed cameras or with the high-speed cameras. Good protection to the head and body, airbags deployed on time to prevent any hard contact with the pole impact. And the vehicle, as explained, is offering full protection in terms of the front, side and pole impact for this car. So passive safety conditions are met. We are now going to watch the ESC test. This car passed the ESC requirements without any problem, with robustness in the same way as the passive safety testing. And we are watching now the ESC from the inside. Also, no problem for this car to meet the ESC requirements. Pedestrian protection, we're watching the pedestrian testing. So that explains the award for the pedestrian protection, leg and head. And we're going to watch now the AB system on the car operating and working properly. So that's also the test for the AB Advanced Award. The Renault New Duster 2 airbags as standard, ESC standard, 4 stars for adults, 3 stars for child occupant protection. We can see the coloring of the dummies, a lot of orange areas and not that much green areas, especially the driver chest, which has adult chest, has marginal protection for front and side impact. Front impact, we're watching now the slow motion movie. The structure was rated as unstable, and it's a borderline unstable, but in any case, airbags and structure, as well as pretensioners and seatbelts, did a good work to protect both passengers, probably in an acceptable way, both adult passengers. In the rear, we have 2 ISOFIX connectors in both outboard seating positions, and the child dummies were installed like this. The 1.5-year-old could not be installed using the ISOFIX connectors, and we used the belted system, and for the 3-year-old, we could use the ISOFIX connectors. In this car, it's worth to mention that both child dummies had head contact in the interior of the car, which actually made the car lose some points. Side impact. So watching now the side impact on slow motion movie. We have seen a high intrusion in the structure on the side impact. And despite not having side airbags, still the protection for the adults, overall the body was good. Marginal protection to the chest. That is the part that we draw our attention. Child dummies, side impact, good protection for this vehicle. And we're watching now the rear view of the side impact. As you can see there, the high intrusion into the passengers' compartments. Passive safety requirements are met, and now we're moving to the ESC testing. We're watching the ESC according to regulation GTR8 or UN 140. We're watching the test, and the car passed the requirements of regulation. And having said that, this car met the conditions for the 4 stars, 3 stars. The summary of results is the Seat Tarraco, 7 airbags, ESC standard, 5 stars for adults, 5 stars for child occupant protection, 1 door open in the side impact, which actually is counted 1 point, and 2 advance award for this car, 1 advance award for pedestrian protection, 1 advance award is for AB. The Renault New Duster, we tested the Romanian version. It has 2 airbags in the front, and it has ESC standard, 4 stars for adults and 3 stars for child occupant protection. Unstable structure was a rating, and a high penetration, high intrusion in the side impact of this car. It's important to say that we tested the Romanian version, which is imported to Latin America, to some countries like Chile. However, whenever we have the vehicle produced locally in Latin America, the car will be tested, and we're going to publish the result as well. And it's going to be an audit of this result. That means that in case the Latin American version underperforms the one we tested right now, the full result of the new Duster will be reduced in value and star ratings as well, if that's required. That's the end of this 8th publication of results of phase 10 of LatinNCAP. We thank you very much for following our publications and for joining every time we have a new publication. Before we say goodbye, we would like to acknowledge our main supporters, Global NCAP, Bloomberg Philanthropies, FI Foundation, ICRT, and IADB. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you, thank all of them for the support, and thank you for following us. We hope to see you next time in more or less 4 weeks from now with a new publication of results. We still have another 7 results before the end of the year. Thank you. Bye-bye.